So I was speaking with John Smith, and he called and he said, all right, I've got some stats for you. And I was just trying to find something to write on because he just started spitting numbers out at me. But this is how kind of interesting this was. They had rental income that showed a loss of $10,000 on a couple of different properties for a couple of different reasons. He had some capital gains losses from some investments that he had. And then what he was doing was he was showing enough income so that he could make a contribution to a Roth account. And he was showing enough income so that he could take the deduction for healthcare expenses as a self-employed person. And he had totaled everything up and came up with a number and said, okay, I think based on that number, I'd overpaid last year with the IRS. I still have some money sitting there. I'm going to do a $100,000 conversion like we talked about, and I won't have to pay anything because of all of these calculations I've done. I said, hey, this is excellent, but I can't agree with you just yet. I need to be able to plug this into our system. I need to make sure that we analyze this because there's some things you need to know about that might change the way this is calculated.
Yeah, and nobody likes a surprise tax bill, right?
No, nobody wants that. We figured out that actually the client had miscalculated by about $15,000 what they would have to pay. So I went back to the client, shared all that with him. He said, hey, this is amazing. I can see here on the screen, you put in exactly what I told you and done it exactly correct, but I didn't know about 1, 2, and 3 when I was doing my calculations. So I said, so what do you want to do? We could decrease your conversion. We could do this. He said, no, let's keep the conversion the way it is, but I'm very comfortable now knowing that I've got the correct data, and that's the way we'll do the plan.
I think one of the key elements of this conversation that we're having today with this example is this client would not have known if we would not have done the proper planning in order to show him where the numbers actually pan out.